Northern Europe's biggest role-playing convention, Ropecon, opened. Or plus, I don't know, can you hear us? But I'm here with our guest of honors, Avery from Canada and Vlad from Czech Republic. Welcome to Ropecon.
Thank you so much for having us.
Tell me shortly what you do.
Yeah, my name's Avery. I am a tabletop role-playing game designer. I've been designing games for the last 16 years, and a lot of my work has focused on identity, community, and relationships. My work includes The Quiet Year, Monster Hearts, Dream Askew, and a number of other games.
Hi, my name is Vlaada and I'm designing board games like 50 years, maybe since I was born. Yeah, the point is that at one point, it kind of became my job. And I was working in video game industry first, then I moved almost fully to board games, and then I returned a bit back because now we are doing digital implementation of our board games, and I'm enjoying it a lot.
You can rotate the mics. Avery, you also do design consulting. Tell us about that.
Yeah, for the first, I would say 12 years of my design career, I was doing almost entirely solo design, and it was really exciting, but also really lonely. And so, over the last few years, I've been spending a lot more time connecting with other game companies and other designers, and doing design consulting, and kind of taking everything that I've learned across all the projects I've worked on, and kind of helping support new designers coming up through the industry.
Wow, that's super nice. Vlada, can you tell us anything about the projects you're currently working on?
Well, as for board game, it's top secret. I will not tell you anything. But I can tell you that what we are doing in our digital department, because it's about to release right now, and we are doing a rich implementation of codenames. So there will be codenames app where you can build your agent career, play with random people, play with friends, solve daily puzzles and so on.
Um, well, the world situation. COVID-19 has been rough for everyone. How has it affected your corner of the hobby? And do you think it will get back to how it was, or will it change forever?
Um, I think for a lot of people, the kind of expansion of digital tools, things like digital tabletops like Roll20 and things like that, allowed people to keep connecting with their friends and keep playing. For me, one of the most important aspects of role-playing is being at the table together, sharing food, connecting, and that kind of like tangible human quality to role-playing. And so I've personally felt like I've really struggled to connect with my hobby and my passion in the same way during COVID. At the same time, though, it's helped clarify what I want out of role playing, like what is important to me, which I think is always helpful as an artist and a player to have a better sense of kind of your own goals. So at least I'm grateful for that aspect of it.
As for board games, COVID hit them a bit different way because people were staying at home with families, and many of them discovered actually board gaming as good spending quality time spent together. And I noticed that the board game industry moved a bit more towards more family games, and but it was. So what hit the industry more is the economic aspects. There is no cardboard for games. There are no containers to ship board games abroad, and everything goes up, and prices and so on. But I hope the board will handle this again, and we as a company are for now. The only thing that I really miss was the board gaming events. Either big shows or just small gatherings, and yeah, that's something that I am really looking forward to again.
Let's hope that all that kind of tangible human interaction will continue. So, to a little bit lighter subjects, This is your first time in Finland, I have understood, right? Are you enjoying it so far?
It's been really lovely, yeah. Yesterday we were able to travel around Helsinki a little bit, get to know the city, visit some sites with my partner and your family. And so that was really, really lovely. We've been taken really good care of while we've been here. And I'm really excited to be here specifically at Ropecon. This is my first convention since the pandemic started. And so it's really nostalgic, really exciting in that way.
Well, I came here with my kids, and we came like 3 days ago, and these 3 days were like full of the best stuff we can find here to enjoy and to see and so on. Very intense, and we like it here a lot. I especially enjoy lots of great things like nature, city. So for now, yeah, we have great time.
Now you have been enjoying yourselves. And then comes Ropecon, the first after the pandemic. We had Ropecon as an online event for 2 years, but it's very thrilling to be back on the live action, not role-playing game, but live action conventions. What are your expectations of Ropecon? Have you heard about the event before you got the invitation? How is it?
Yeah, I feel that Ropecon is kind of one of the three kind of European conventions, or at least Northern European conventions that I'd heard of, and it's one that I've heard a lot of really amazing things about from friends who have been here as guests in the past. Alex Roberts, the Bakers, they've all spoken really highly of it, and so I've been really excited. I'm excited about, I think, the fact that there's role-playing games, but there's also kind of that whole breadth of the hobby and the community. There's some really amazing looking talks as well.
Well, to be honest, I have not heard about Ropecon before because it's not mainly board game event, but actually it reminds me when we started because I played a lot of role-playing games too when I was younger, and our first cons we were attending were because of this, and I believe it kind of helped me to get into this hobby, this industry. And now when I see all these people like celebrating what's inside, and yeah, it really filled me with great atmosphere, great joy.
Yeah, the queue behind us is for the tickets that are sold on the door, and it's really exciting. It's also Ropecon tradition to have this huge queue. You know, even if we wouldn't need to have the queue, it would be some kind of QR code, easy system. We would queue anyway, I think. So, when you get into the bus that is behind us right now, what are you looking forward most?
There's a talk tomorrow, actually, from a group of Ukrainian LARPers about how their experiences in that community kind of prepared them for this time of crisis that Ukraine is currently experiencing. It seems like a really powerful, fraught, complicated kind of topic, and it feels weird to say I'm excited for it given the nature of it, but I think that kind of the depth of thought that's being put into like presentations like that is really exciting. So that's the one I think I'm looking most forward to.
Actually, for our just walking down the hall and seeing all these people having a great time, whatever type of games they enjoy, and it reminds me that we live in great times, yeah, where people can just throw away all these important and useful things, and things that don't spend time doing some hobby just for entertaining themselves. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
In the bus, you're looking forward to the bus. You both have program items, of course, at Ropecon. Tell us a little bit about them. Sure.
Yeah, this evening I'm going to be talking about my design career generally, the games I've designed, how I got to where I am today. And then tomorrow I'm going to be giving 2 talks. The first at I believe at 1 o'clock is about playing queer characters. Who that experience is for, how to explore that for the first time, and kind of what the potential is there in terms of queer world making through games, through play. And then at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a talk on community and how we can explore collective decision making, collective healing, and collective kind of goal setting through play. Kind of looking at what it means to tell stories not about individual heroes, but about whole communities of people and how they work together.
So today I will be talking about my game, about myself. You'll see people interesting to hear about. And tomorrow I have some discussion with other board game designers, and I have some talk about the digital and board game world, how they influence each other, with, how the games, board games can go get to digital form, and how they can operate.
So you don't have a super busy schedule, but that's lovely because that's what you're here for. Last and final question, but the mandatory one. So Ropecon is a gaming convention, as we all know, but what is your favorite game to play with friends?
I feel like that answer, or that question, my answer changes kind of week to week all of the time, but right now I would say Dialects. Dialects is a role-playing game about a language community and how that language kind of changes over time and dies. And it's a really fascinating game, so I want to play it for that reason. But I also want to play it because it gives me kind of an insight into how my friends think, kind of how their minds work, how they make sense of language and community and all these big topics. So it's really exciting to play with friends, dear friends in specific.
Well, I know you were able to hear the name of a game, but for me, it's no game is really about because what I really like about board game is variety. So no single board game can be as good as playing different game every time. But well, to name one, at least that's one of my long time favorites. It's Time's Up because it's always great time.
Alright, both excellent answers. It's alright not to pick, but you picked anyway, so we will follow that recommendation and that recommendation. And now I think you have an interview to go to after this one, and then getting ready to the opening ceremonies and all the things. So I say thank you very much, and I let you to go in, and I need to go to queue and all the things. So bye bye, Ropecon. See you inside.
Bye.